The next task on our to-do list is task number 4, staff salaries. So if we have a look at the comments, we can see the first thing we're being asked to do is add a thick outside border in cell A1. So we go to A1, and then here we can go up to the font section. The font section has the font, the size of the font, bold, italics, underline, shading, colors, and here's where we can look at the borders. If you click the arrow, you can see that we can just select thick outside borders, and that's exactly what we're looking for. Finish that so I can delete that comment. 2. Underline the headings in cell A2, position, and B2, salary. So again, because I'm doing 2 at once and they're right next to each other, I can highlight them and click the U for underline. Sorted and done. 3. Use the sum formula in cell B13 here to calculate total salaries. When doing the sum formula, you're going to start with equals, as always. You type the word sum, and because we're dealing with a large group of numbers or cells, we open up the bracket, click on 13,000 and drag it down. Now, it's important to remember that we're only using sum because there is more than 2 numbers. If I was only adding the number for waiter and receptionist, for example, I wouldn't use sum. I would use B3 plus B4. Now we're going to look to calculate the average. Now, we're very lucky that this note actually gives us the formula for each of these. So if you do equals average, that is how we find out the average. Open up the bracket, drag it down and enter. We want to count the number of positions, so we do equals count. And equals count counts the number of cells in a range that contains numbers. So we're going to be counting the salaries column. If we wanted to count the position column, we would do count A, because that counts the number of cells in a range that are not empty. So that will also include figures. Right now we're just going to stick to count, so remember that's for numbers. Open up the bracket, drag it down. We're using the max formula to find the highest salary. Equals max for the maximum salary. And for minimum is equals min. We're also being asked here to key in the position that has the highest salary. So we're looking for 30,000 and that is a general manager. For lowest salary, we're looking for 12,000 and that is a commis chef. Again, we're going to delete the comment and we're not worrying about printing because this is still within our practice tasks.